Hello, how are you today? Today we will be going over Brahmacharya, the secret of health and longevity. So let's begin. Pure air, pure water, wholesome food, physical exercise, outdoor games, walking with brisk steps, rowing, swimming, light games like tennis, all contribute to maintenance of good health, strength, and a high standard of vitality. So of course, guys, you want to make sure you're with the elements that are around you. Air, water, food, good air, good exercise. Make sure you're using your heart and allowing your body's temperature to rise and allowing your heart rate to increase. Okay, this is going to be good for the heart and longevity. So this is all good for the vitality overall. This is all good. There are indeed many ways to gain health and strength. These ways are doubtless indispensably requisite, but Brahmacharya is the most important of all. Without Brahmacharya, all your exercises are nothing. It is the master key for opening the realms of health and happiness. It is the cornerstone of the edifice of bliss and unalloyed felicity. It is the only specific that keeps up true manliness. So true semen retention leads you to God. It always leads you to the Creator. That's what's going to happen, right? That's true manliness. Anything you see, any fake tough guy act is all a facade. It's all an act. It's an illusion. True manliness is when you're aligned with God and you are at your purest form, where you're only emitting love. This is the true form, right? Because there is either love or fear. It's only operating off these duality. Therefore, to become one with the Creator, true manliness derives from Brahmacharya. That's why you receive the gifts you do. You receive the aura you do. And you start to perceive life in a very distinct way. The preservation of semen is the secret of health and longevity, and of all success in the physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual planes. He who has even a little bit of Brahmacharya will tide over a crisis of any disease very easily. If it takes a month for an ordinary man for recovery, this man will be alright in just about a week. So we've mentioned in previous videos that your body's purpose as a man, your circadian rhythm throughout the days, is to make the best bloods, best plasmas, use your best bone marrows to create the best semens in your body. A lot of these things are working off the Trinity, your reproductive system, your heart, and your brain. But your ultimate purpose is to reproduce, therefore, to survive and reproduce. Therefore, your body's giving its ultimate nutrients to the virya, or what we know as the sperm or semen. Therefore, the more you are endowed into Brahmacharya, the more your body will be at ease on the spiritual plane. If you're at ease at the spiritual plane, you'll be at ease emotionally. If you're at ease at both of these planes, you will be very unlikely to catch diseases. We know that many diseases are caused by bad thoughts. They're caused by bad feelings. Emotions can lead to diseases of all sorts, of all kinds. That's why being protected on the spiritual plane, emotional plane, all add up to what ends up happening in the physical plane. Like I mentioned in the previous video, guys, there's planes of reality above us. It's even above ether, 4th dimension, 5th dimension, 6th dimension, all the way to 12D. So things happen in outer planes before they come out to the physical, right? Think about a cancer or a tumor. It starts off with rearranging the mRNA sequence in your body. Then it ends up being a tumor. Then it can show some physical signs, if any. So things start happening in outer levels before they ever reach the material plane. This is how manifestation works as well. So the preservation of semen is the secret of health and longevity in this sense, in all the planes of reality, physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual planes. Whether we want to spiderweb this off to Brahmacharya in the Hindus, Taoism, Kabbalah, we could branch this off to every country. They all have found this in their own way, whether this is shamanism, the order. There's many ways where they connected these ideologies together. The Srutris declare a full life or age of 100 years for a man. This you can only attain by the establishment of Brahmacharya. There are instances of men who have attained longevity and intellectual powers despite their loose, immoral ways, but they would have been still more powerful and brilliant had they possessed a good character and continence as well. So guys, the Srutris declare that you can live a very long life, up to 100 years, even greater, by this establishment of Brahmacharya. Yes, so as you age, you decrease your production of this vital fluid. And the more you waste this vital fluid, the more harder it will be to regenerate this vital fluid. That's how men die at a younger age. It also drains the heart. That's why heart disease and heart attack is one of the leading causes of death in many men, and as well in the United States as well, because the heart cannot take all of this stress. So the Srutris declare a man can reach 100 years by Brahmacharya. So I've mentioned before in previous videos, when I go into depth about the nature of macrocosms and microcosms. Here's another example. So on the right here, we have an image of a tree. If you cut a tree down and you see the bark here, you can see the age of a tree by these ovals. These rings here, they all represent the years in which the tree lived. This also represents how the tree is receiving nourishment from the earth. It's receiving all its nourishment from the earth, right? We are like the same. We are receiving all our nourishment from the earth. And to live a long life, we must maintain this nourishment, right? The tree always maintains its nourishment. See, over the years, this bark gets bigger and bigger and thicker and thicker and thicker. These rings represent its growth over time. This is how semen retention works as well. It's going to represent this linear, well, not linear, it's time is never linear. Time is cyclical or circular. It represents this circular like pattern that keeps moving in ripples. And it makes this giant circle of almost 15 years, about 20 years. This is a very old tree. So this can also represent the connection between man as the microcosm and nature as the macrocosm. Also, for people that think it's too late for them, it's never too late for you. No matter what age you are, it's never too late to embark on this journey. As long as you have a memory, you have a way to change. Your memory is exactly why you're here. Your memory acts as a way for you to know right from wrong. It allows you to keep going. Therefore, no matter what you've done, you can always change and become better. But there would have been still a powerful and brilliant had they possessed a good character and continence as well. So possessing good character is important as well, because this will help your longevity as well as the intellectual powers you will receive on the way. After Dhanvantari had taught all details about Ayurveda to his disciples, they inquired about the keynote of this medical science. The master replied, "I tell you that Brahmacharya is truly a precious jewel. It is the one of most effective medicine, nectar, which indeed destroys diseases, decay, and death. For attaining peace, brightness, memory, knowledge, health, and self-realization, one should observe Brahmacharya, which is the highest dharma." Brahmacharya is the highest knowledge. Brahmacharya is the greatest strength. Of the nature of Brahmacharya is verily this Atman, and in Brahmacharya it resides. Saluting Brahmacharya first. The case is beyond cure. I cure. A Brahmacharya can undo all the inauspicious signs. So a lot of negative things that happen to you in your life, the depressive states come because of this loss of semen. It's because it comes at a death. A lot of inauspicious things that end up happening in your life end up happening because of these things. Therefore, to get to the Atman, it's essential to understand this practice and understand the vital life force. And we see the many planes that exist: the physical body, the mind, the casual body, the soul, and then finally the Atman of Atmans. Practice of Brahmacharya gives good health, inner strength, peace of mind, and long life. It invigorates the mind and the nerves. It helps to conserve physical and mental energy. It augments memory, will force, and brain power. It bestows tremendous strength, vigor, and vitality. Strength and fortitude are definitely obtained. Yes, this is definitely for sure. People who've even went 7 days know the massive amounts of everything that comes with it. Augmented memory, mental power, physical power. Because you're conserving your greatest life force. The eye is the window of the mind. If the mind is pure and calm, the eye is also calm and steady. He who is established in Brahmacharya will have lustrous eyes, a sweet voice, and a beautiful complexion. So, if you keep your mind pure, you will keep your gaze pure. You will naturally not be looking lustrously. You will naturally look to see the person, the soul, who they really are, and not in a lustrous way. This is how you should look for your wife, in a way where you're not looking on the physical, but how her personality is, because that is who is going to raise your children. So the eye is the window of the mind, but as long as the mind is pure, the eyes will remain pure as well. So that is important as well. And as well, when you're on Brahmacharya, you will have very, very beautiful eyes. Your eyes will light up. Your complexion of your eyes actually light up under Brahmacharya. Like if you have, let's say you have dark brown eyes, they will turn a lighter brown. If you have a light shade of brown, they will turn almost hazel. A sweet voice and a beautiful complexion. Yes, the beautiful complexion will be the aura emitting off your skin when you're doing this practice. So guys, this has been Brahmacharya, secret of health and longevity. Feel free to like the video.